All right, so Mackenzie, we know today is the election deadline for candidates to file, but that doesn't necessarily mean the redistricting effort is dead. And you question the governor and other legislative leaders about that. What are they saying?
Well, a lot of people assume that the candidate filing deadline would be the end of the road for the governor's push for this mid-cycle redistricting, given the fact that candidates must file their paperwork by 9 o'clock this evening if they want to appear on the ballot. However, it is not clear if that will be the case, given what Governor Wes Moore and some of his allies are now saying.
I think that these are artificial deadlines that are put together by politicians, and I think politicians can adjust in any way that they see fit.
How does that fit for candidates, though, if they're filing for one district and that a redistricting map is potentially approved after the filing deadline?
I don't think my answer changes on that. I think that there are multiple things that elected officials and politicians could do if they wanted to make adjustments to actually fight for democracy.
Now, we know that this plan has faced opposition from the Senate, especially when it comes to Senate President Bill Ferguson, who argues that he believes the Democratic caucus just does not have the votes to put this plan through and up for a vote on the floor. He has been saying for months that he does not believe Democrats should jump into the mid-cycle redistricting, citing various legal and political threats that he said could be coming if this plan moves forward. And when the Senate president was questioned earlier today about what the governor had to say, Bill Ferguson wasn't quite sure.
I think any deadline that exists in law exists because it was an act of the legislature and signed by the governor. And so they're not arbitrary, they're set by law. And so I'd have to refer to the governor as to what he meant by that. Today's the deadline. It's the reason I think the governor filed for office yesterday. It appears that he believes that that deadline matters as well. And so I think we'll be move forward onto the next stage of this after today.
Now, the Senate president also mentioned that he did have a meeting scheduled with Governor Moore today, and it's likely that this issue would come up during those discussions. However, despite the push and hopes from the governor and his allies to get this plan across the finish line, it doesn't look like that will happen. Live in the State House, Mackenzie Frost, Fox 45 News.
I'm Kai Jackson. Thank you for watching. Here's another video to watch. Also, please take a moment to subscribe to our channel.